Guys, welcome to lesson 4, part B, word structure and key picking. Before you start, please download the worksheet for your practice and also prepare this Changje auxiliary keys table by your side. Okay, let's start now. There are 4 kinds of word structure we are going to learn in Changje input method. The first page is the first kind, integrated structure. Okay, this is the first example. And I use different colors for different keys. As you can see in this word, the first is J, the second is R, and the third is H1, and the last is U2, as you can see in the table here. And you can see all the strokes here are connected. This is the first kind of integrated structure. Okay, here is the second example. You write from the top and then from the left. Like this. And the last horizontal stroke. And the keys here is M and then L, L, M. In the integrated structure, always 4 keys. If there are 4 keys, take all. And the first one has 4 keys only, and the second one has more than 4 keys, and we take the top one, and then a little bit lower, the 2 vertical strokes, the 2 L's, and then the last, first, second, third, and last. And the second kind of integrated structure is 4 parts or more words. This is the first part, the Y, the second part, the third part, and the fourth part. But we say it's 4 parts because you can see as we write, the strokes here are separated. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 parts here. If the word has more than 4 parts, as you can see here in this word, it is an integrated structure. And we take the first, second, third, and the last key. And this one also. This is on the left hand side, and this is the right hand side. And there are also 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, and the right hand side, this one, 4 parts. So we take the first, second, and third keys, they are all L's, and the last key on the lower right hand side, this is a C. So this is L, 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 C. And This word has 6 parts. 1, 3, 5, and 6. So we take this as an integrated structure and take the first, second, third, and the last key. So this is I, L, I, L. Okay, another example. This is umbrella in Chinese. Many O's. 人, 5 rens here, as you can see. And the last one, a J across, a big one. But the keys, we just take the first 3 and the last one. So it's O, 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 and J. The next one is an elephant. Also, we take the first, second, third. The third one is a P. Well, as you can see the table, we have added a P6 in the second version of the Changjie auxiliary key table. And the last example we have here for the integrated structure, you can see 3 W's here. And this is not count. This is not count. But the last horizontal line is the last key. So we have 3 W's and M for this word. Well, the second word structure is words with 2 parts. 2 parts. Okay, let's talk about the horizontal 2 parts, like this one. This is on the left hand side, and this is on the right. For the left, we take the first and the last key of the left hand side. So there are 2 L's here, as you can see, this part and here. And on the right hand side, we take the first, second, and the last one. So that's the A, M, and the last stroke here, that's the H. So finally, the keys are L, L, A, M, H, just like this. Okay, this is a similar word. Okay, Chang in Chinese. The right hand side is the same. Since the left hand side has only 1 key, so we just take the G here, and the right hand side is the same. So the keys for this word is G, A, M, H. Okay. Okay, the next one. This is the second key. Well, since the right hand side has only 2 keys, okay, this is H. You can see the blue for the third key and the brown color for the fourth key. So this is L, L, H, and E. The next word, also two parts. Just like this. The keys are JJ because there are two crosses on the left hand side, top and bottom, and a big U here on the right hand side. And this is a very interesting word, very interesting example. Many crosses here. And this is the last dot. And the keys here are J, 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 I, I, as you can see. Okay, the next one has many strokes, but on the left hand side is F. On the right hand side, this is B. And this is K. When in writing, we write a dot after K. And then this is F, 4. So the keys are F, B, K, F. And this is a very symbolic word in Chinese culture, the dragon, Long. On the left hand side, we take Y and B here. And on the right hand side, we take Y. This is S. We write like this. The last 3 strokes. But the last stroke together with this U is P. So the keys are YB, YSP. And you can see the diagram here to show why we pick up the keys. This is left hand side. And then please note we write like this for the left hand side. And okay, the keys here are T, G, B, U, U. Be careful, watch here. This is B. You can see the blue strokes. Just like the B we have learned here. And the U are very small U underneath. Together, just like this. This is B. But we put a small U under here. So the keys here, the first one on the right hand side is B and then U, and take the last U. So it's B, U, U. Okay, this page is the second type of two parts word. Okay, the second kind of word structure is two parts word. And this is a vertical structure. I'm writing the upper part. Okay, like this. And the lower part, here, like this. So the keys here, L, the first one here you can see, and then the last one you can see here, the N is the top part, so it's L, 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 N, and then B, U we just talked about, and then the C here. Okay, the next one with a K, and then an M, and then an R, and then and here with the next one. Add up all the strokes here are the first part on the top, and then I cue the hand at the bottom like this. So the keys for the top is J and E here, and then only one key on the lower side, so it's J, E, Q. 3 keys for this complicated word. And the next one also on top, 2 R's, and at the bottom a big K with a dot here. But the order of the keys are RR and then the dot first. Okay, the last key is K according to the position of the word of the strokes. So sometimes writing and the key picking is not the same. The orders are not the same. This is cry in Chinese. Hok ku. This is the upper part. The last is O. O4, you can see. And this is the lower part. Start with an N. And this is not count. And this is the E3, like this. Okay, another example. This is sound, sing, sheng, and this is the last key for the upper part. So this is G and E, and there are also 2 keys for the lower part. You can see the blue is in the S4. And the last one on this left hand side is a cross, so it's J. This is V, the first key of the upper part, and all these are not counted except the last one, this here, the straight vertical line arrow, and on the lower part all the keys are taken. This is Y, this is T, and this is A. Okay, this is T, and the last part is a small A like this. Okay, the last vertical 2 parts word here also a bit complicated. This is M, of course, and then a W. Okay, a rectangle with something inside. And the lower part start on the lower left hand side. We take the keys H and also the O, and then these are not counted except this one, the last E3. Okay, the third type of the 2 parts structure is the surrounded structure. As you can see, this is surrounded by all sides, but sometimes it's 2 sides and sometimes is surrounded by just like this one, 3 sides. Okay, they are all called surrounded structures. And in surrounded structures, the outside structure takes 2 keys and the inside takes 3 keys. Okay, for the first one, we write the left hand side first, and then the inside. Okay, so the keys here are K, U, O, L, L. The second one is surrounded by 2 sides only, the top and the right hand side. This is an easy one, S, M, and R. The third is also very easy. This is B, you remember, and M and R. The fourth example, we write the first 2 strokes on top first, and then fill in the stuffs inside. And write the bottom line at last. Okay, this is outside only W, and then remember this one is I, and then R and M. The fourth word here, we write the stuff inside first, and then this strange, like a snake, outside structure. Okay, for this word, the writing order and the key picking order is not the same. Okay, for key picking, we take the Y first, but when we write this at last. And this word also, we write the top and the left hand side first, and then the right hand side few strokes at last. But when we take the keys, we take the I and then the H, the outside first. Okay, and then M and V inside later. And this one we write like this and end it with the outside surroundings like this. But when we take the keys, we take the big U, as you can remember. The U here, this is original U, and fill in the stuffs. The last example here, we write outside first, and then two, three, straight line. So the keys here is S, outside structure, and then the E and O, and the last you can see the G here.